Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to talk about a witch movie. Spooky season's going to be coming, and I want to talk about more serious-minded witch movies. I certainly wouldn't really be talking about Hocus Pocus, though I loved it as a kid. I already talked about The Craft because it was from my childhood. But a movie I love, if you're looking for a witch movie that's not to be taken seriously and it's more lighthearted adult comedy, I picked The Witches of Eastwick 1987, starring Jack Nicholson, Cher, Susan Sarandon, and Michelle Pfeiffer. And the premise for this movie, 3 women, witches Cher, Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer. They're lonely, they're single, they're bored, they're in a sleepy New England town. I'm in a sleepy New England town. And I'm in my 40s too. But anyway, they're single, they're lonely, they have girls' night, they start drinking, and they start wishing for what kind of guy they'd like to have. You know, they're just kind of loose and drunk and just having a good time. And somehow this summons Jack Nicholson's character, Daryl Van Horn. And Jack Nicholson was just born to play this. He already has that devilish smile. And he certainly isn't that great looking, but he does have a way with women. He has a certain charisma, I think. So he was perfect for this film. So they wish for the perfect guy. Here comes Jack Nicholson moving into town. And one by one, he bonds with them. Cher being the most difficult, and I would be like her. Because her character, Alex, is just very strong-willed, strong-minded, not easily persuaded by Jack Nicholson by any means, and is somewhat grossed out by him at first, but he does win her over. And then you have Susan Sarandon's character of Jane, who's a music teacher. She's got glasses and plays the cello, and she's just very, very reserved person. And Jack Nicholson connects with her over music, her love for that, and gets her to loosen up. And then Susan Sarandon has this makeover where instead of having her hair pulled back and the glasses, no glasses, just long wavy red hair, and she just feels free and sexy. And then last but not least would be Michelle Pfeiffer's character of Suki. And she has a bunch of children. She's a single mom. She's really the soft-spoken, sweetest of the trio. And it's not too hard for him to win her over. He's just very attracted to her and the fact that she has this sense of mothering about her. And so they become like a family where the 3 women go to his mansion and spend time with him because he is well-to-do, he is rich. And then there are people in the town who are suspect of him because bad things start happening, people having accidents, people dying. And it's all at the hand of him and indirectly these 3 women. And it's just a really, one of the most entertaining films to me. I don't feel it focuses too much on witchcraft, although at the end it does because they get one of his book of spells and they start turning the table on him. They get basically like a voodoo doll and they're blowing like feathers on it. They even throw the doll and break it, which I believe breaks his leg. It's really interesting because they are so taken with him and his charisma and his sexuality, and they're no longer lonely. But, you know, it becomes people are dying, and they realize that this is all because of their friendship with him. And when they don't want to be with him anymore, that's where they feel they have to fight fire with fire using their witchcraft. So that's my pick for a great 1980s movie. I like to do 61 Days of Horror through September and October. And this is something to me on the lighthearted side that I would watch in September if I just want a good laugh. I do think it displays different personalities in these 3 women. That's what I'm for, is like strong women, strong personalities, interesting story. I think the cast is phenomenal. It's an hour and 58 minutes. I believe it is on Prime Video. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And it's one of my favorite witch movies of all time. And it has Cher, who is my favorite actress singer of all time. I just adore her. So check it out, Witches of Eastwick 1987.